Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and you can also follow me on Instagram at Pink Sweets with a 1 instead of an I. I'm so excited about today's video. There is a makeup brand, an indie brand called Trading Mekka that I work very closely with. I'm one of their brand ambassadors, and I do have an affiliate code with them, all Anya Stamper in all caps. And they recently sent me their new collection of 2 different eyeshadow palettes. So today I'm going to be using one of them to do the look that I'm going to do. So this is one of the palettes. This is the Malibu palette. They came out with Camden Town and Malibu. This has a little sleeve that just slides right off. And the packaging feels so cool. It like has an actual like slight texture to it, but it's not like that hard, glittery, uncomfortable texture. It's very sparkly. The palette does have a mirror. It has this little plastic insert. It does have a mirror, but it is not, it's magnetic, but it does not stand alone. Please excuse my nails. And these are the shades in the palette, which I think are absolutely stunning. The other palette I'll show in another video, but that one has greens, purples, and some other shades and a pressed glitter in it. But each of these palettes is $15, and then you would save 10% with my code if you want to. And I've used their palettes before, even before I worked with them. I used the Trading Mekka Beta palette, their highlighter palette, which I did purchase with my own money. So I've used them for a while, and I just wanted to do a look with their palette. So if you want to see what it looks like, then please stay tuned. And this is a more neutral for me, you know, palette. As you guys know, I like bright colors. So I'm excited though to be doing some neutral shades here and there. So let's get started. So I'm going to go in today with the Master Conceal Maybelline concealer, and I'm going to see how that works as a primer. I used it once before and I liked it, so I want to keep testing it out. I've already done my brows with my e.l.f. brow pencil. It's like $2, you can't beat it. And I'm not a master at brows by any means, so it works for me. I don't need an expensive, that's one of the things I don't feel like I want to spend a lot of money on when it comes to makeup. Eyeshadows is a whole nother story. So I'm just going to blend that out and get a nice even canvas. And then I'm going to grab my tape. So, I just want to take a second to thank you guys for supporting me, and to thank especially those of you who recognize that my makeup for me is like an art form, and you know, for enjoying watching my videos, even if I take blue eyeshadow all the way up to my brow bone or do some crazy funky editorial look. I know that it's not for everyone. I know that some people think it looks like drag makeup. I think some people feel like it's too much, and that's fine. Like, I don't, you know, I know that it's not everyone's, you know, thing to wear bold colors. I know that it's not everyone's thing to wear eyeshadow all the way up to the brow bone, to take it above the crease, to wear tons and tons of eyeshadow, but that's how I like it, and I feel pretty like that. And I think that's really what matters, is that when you wear makeup, that you wear what you want to wear and what makes you feel pretty. I do switch it up on my channel, and I do a lot of, you know, neutral, like calmer, more blended looks as well, but I also do a lot of bold in your face, taking blue eyeshadow up to the brow bone kind of looks, and I like it. So you know, there's a lot of other YouTubers out there that don't do their eyeshadow that way, and you know, I watch them as well, and even though they don't do their makeup the way that I do my makeup, I can still appreciate the way that they do their makeup. And there are no rules in makeup. There's no right way to do something. If you like the way that you're doing your makeup, do it that way, because there are no rules in makeup. There's no right or wrong way to do something. contrary to popular belief. I know a lot of people think that there are rules in makeup, like there's a certain way you have to do your contour, there's a certain way you have to do your eyeshadow, there's a certain way you have to do your foundation, or whether you do your foundation before your eyeshadow or your eyeshadow before your foundation. There are no rules. You could do your makeup however you want. It's just like painting on a canvas. The canvas is just your face. So that's what I wanted to say, and I just wanted to say thank you guys for recognizing that for me this is an art form, and that I just enjoy doing what I enjoy doing, and for watching me and for loving me, and I love you guys too. So anyhow, let's get started. So I'm gonna go in with this light yellow shade here. It's like it is like a pale yellow. I thought at first it was gonna be more like a cream color, and I'm gonna go on the Morphe M504, and I'm just gonna put that on the brow bone. And when you blend it out, it does appear to be more of like a yellowy cream colored shade. And I have been doing a lot of neutral looks lately, I feel like. Mainly because the Jeffree Star palette has so many like oranges and stuff like that, you know, those looks turned out neutral. And I did the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette, which is a warm tone palette, so. But before that, I did the Atlantis palette, which was a very dramatic look. And I even said in my video that I was taking it further up on the brow bone than usual because I just wanted it to be, I don't know, I just like crazy looks. What can I say? So now I'm going to go in with this orangey, sort of mustardy shade right here. These shades do not have names as far as I can see. Yeah, no. But they do pop out, so if you want to put them into an individual palette, you can, which I think is really nice as well. And I'm just going to put that in the crease. And run that through. And after this look, you guys will be seeing a few colorful looks again. Because I can't just go straight neutral on you guys. I just can't do it. I need my colorful looks. My favorite shades on myself are blues and greens. And I like them to be as bright and as bold and as pigmented as possible. And I like to pack on as much as I possibly can stand on my eyelids. That's just how I feel pretty. And I totally leave the house and go to the store looking like that. So I'm gonna now go into this shade. Should I do the shimmer or the matte? I think I'll do the matte one, this one here. There's a burgundy shimmer and a burgundy matte, which is nice. And I'm just gonna put that in the outer V. And if you guys haven't seen, I did a collab yesterday with Steffi Pie Has Things to Say. She has a really cool channel. She does a lot of dupe videos for like high-end makeup palettes. So I used the Thirsty palette and she did a dupe video of the Thirsty palette. So I thought that was a really cool idea that she came up with. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been putting cards in my videos. So like if an eye pops up at the top of the screen, like an eye for info, if you click on it, it'll have like a drop down. Sometimes it'll have a poll. Sometimes it'll have a link to my previous videos. Sometimes, like yesterday, it had her channel. So I know you guys aren't used to seeing those in my videos, so I figured I would tell you what those are for if you don't know. One thing I wish is that I had a little bit more space. Well, yes, I have decent space between my eyebrows and my eyelids, but some people have a lot of space, and I always wish I had more that I could just cover up. And then I'm going to go into this purple right here, which is like a shimmery violet purple. And I'm going to keep using the same brush, which, sorry, I had switched to the Morphe M505. And I'm going to deepen that outer crease. It's pretty. And I feel like these shades are very buildable as well, which is nice if you don't want straight full-on pigment right away. And there is fallout, but you guys know I've talked about it before that if a shadow is really pigmented, usually you're going to have fallout. Is anybody excited about the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette? I don't know, I love purple. I think the palette looks stunning. I watched both Jeffree and Manny's videos, and it just made me want the palette even more. Which I didn't really want the soft glam palette. Surprise, surprise. I have the Modern Renaissance and the Prism. I didn't bother with the Subculture just because I don't know why I didn't. I kind of wanted it for a while, especially for that really shimmery like mint green shade. I really wanted it for that. Okay. Now that I have built up the purple on top of the burgundy, I'm going to take that first brush and I'm going to go back in with a mixture of the yellow and the mustardy shade and just blend out the crease just a little. Okay. And then I'm going to take a little smaller brush, the M506. I'm going to go back into that purple. I'm just going to pack it on the outer V one more time. And then we're going to move on to this gold. I want to see what that looks like on the lid. I have a feeling that Camden Town, the other palette, is going to be my favorite because it has greens and it also has a purple. So, I don't know. I just feel like it's going to be my favorite. And I'm just bringing the purple like into the crease like this with the smaller brush. Do you guys ever just sit around and play with makeup? Comment down below. And if you do, what colors do you like to play with the most? Let me know. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this domed crease brush, and you can hear Sophie barking. We're gonna go in with the gold shade on the lid. That is a very pretty gold. It's like a wheat gold. I like it. And I like it with the purple. This is why I definitely do my eyeshadow first. Kind of like the color combination. It's a little different for me, but I like it. And I'm going to take the NYX, no, not the NYX, the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in Midnight Cowboy. And I'm just going to do a line. take it all the way. You can really build these up. I think it's the easiest way to apply glitter sometimes. I'll let that, excuse me, I'll let that dry a little bit. Do the other side. Also, comment down below, do you guys like to use glitter in your looks, or do you like matte shades only? Do you like shimmer? Do you like glitter? Do you like matte? What do you like the best? I first heard of Trading Mekka on Rich Lux's channel. He was using their stuff, and as soon as I saw the beta palette, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to get that. See, so I just did like a halo of glitter. That's a lot of fallout. Okay, grab makeup wipe. Just to get rid of it. And they've always been, from day one, really supportive of me and my channel, and it's awesome that I actually like their products, because if I didn't, that might be awkward, but I do. I love them. Some I like more than others. Like the beta palette is right up my alley because it has like red, fiery reds, and you know, shimmery not purples, magentas, which I don't see a lot. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna go in with a combination of the Maybelline 24-Hour Superstay Foundation, and I'm in the shade 102, which is Fair Porcelain. I'm gonna go in with 3 tiny pumps of that, and then I'm gonna go in with 2 pumps of the FENTY, which I'm in the shade 120. I'm going to take just the tiniest amount of Estee Lauder Double Wear, which I'm in the shade Ecru. I don't think that's really my shade. I think this one is a little dark for me, but it's also not my favorite foundation. I know some people really love it because it's very full coverage. I'm trying to use it up, and I'm also trying to figure out combinations in which I like it, because I feel like I don't know, I just feel like by itself, I feel like it looks terrible on me. Sorry, I'm looking for my primer. I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base. I'm just going to put a little bit of that in my T-zone. And I'm trying to figure out the best combination to mix it with, because I don't like it by itself. And that's the awesome thing. You can always mix foundations. I usually mix foundations. I don't usually go in with just one. It's rare. Like if I get a new foundation, I'll test it by itself. But, you know, I don't tend to stick with just one foundation. I don't know why. I just like to mix them. But in this mix, you can see the darkest one is the Double Wear. And it's just too dark for my skin. And by itself, it's just way too, I don't know, it's just too cakey on my skin. I don't know why I don't like it. So I'm hoping that I find a mixture that I like with it in it so that I can finish it up. I don't think I would repurchase it though, but it's a lot of people's favorite. Like a lot of people love it if they love full coverage foundation. So I have my beauty blender. I'm just dabbing it into the foundation. I mean, this is definitely going to be like more of a full coverage because 2 out of the 3 foundations that I mix together are full coverage foundations. I really like the Maybelline Superstay one. I've said this in previous videos. By itself, it's a little difficult to get it to blend out, but once you do, it's beautiful. Like, it's worth it. And it lasts all day. Like, the 24-hour claim, I think, would be true. I was actually just watching the Nikki Tutorials 24-hour foundation challenge. I haven't finished it, but she used the Becca one, I think. She was kind of laughing at the fact that a foundation says 24-hour wear. Like, who wears their foundation for that long? I mean, I guess maybe occasionally some people. Okay, so I think this might be the first time. I was gonna say this might be the first time that I like the way that the double wear looks, but I don't know what it is. I want it to work for me like it does everyone else, you know? But I just, I think it's partially because I don't need full coverage, and I feel like whenever I try to wear full coverage foundations, they make me look cakey. Let's see if that helps. Because the foundations that do this the most to me are the Double Wear, the All Nighter from Urban Decay, and the Kat Von D foundation. But I've seen them look absolutely stunning on other people, so I mean, everyone has their own. Sometimes also once I set a foundation, it'll look better, but if I were to zoom in close, I feel like it gives me texture that I don't normally have. I don't know. And that to me does not seem like a good thing. So I'm going to go in with my concealer. And I'm just going to put a little on my hand. So far, I really like this concealer. I think I like it better than the Fit Me that I tried. Although I did get the wrong one. I was recommended one kind of Fit Me, and I got the other one. I didn't realize I got the wrong one. But anyhow, so I might eventually try the right one. But I found that initially I really liked it, and then I felt like it started burning my eyes. I don't know. Which I'm not very sensitive to. We are doing full coverage today. I'm not very sensitive to products usually. I don't have overly sensitive skin, but that's why I try and tell you guys when something is fragranced, or if it burns my eyes, or even if it doesn't. Like, if I think it will have something in it that might make you sensitive to it, I let you know, even though I'm not sensitive to it, because I know that a lot of people are. Alright, with the concealer it looks a little bit better, and actually using that spray helped. Maybe I just need to hydrate more when I use like a more full coverage. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I hydrate plenty, but like hydrate as in I always drink. I literally drink. If you guys knew how much water I drink, ever since I started losing weight, I've been addicted to water. This is the Laura Mercier powder. Thanks, Edwin. I've gotten back into using it again. But yeah, I've always been in drink, but I meant like moisturizer. So like I did my nighttime routine, of course, last night with my night cream, but then I always prep my skin with the illuminating moisturizer from Glam Glow, which is enough for other foundations. So I don't know, not every, just like, you know, not every foundation is going to be good for everyone. I also don't like super dewy foundations. I'm picky. I'm complicated. Okay, we're gonna go into my Z palette, which I recently have pulled back out. We're gonna use the MAC Emphasize powder. Today I'm just gonna take some on my beauty blender and just put that right under the eyes to brighten it up a little bit. I slept last night, but I don't feel like I got as good of a sleep as normal because I feel like I have a little bit of under eye baggage going on. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with all these pink ones. So one of them is called Head Over Heels, one is called Rendezvous, and one, which is the lightest one, is called Secret Admirer. Some of these are still available, some of these shades are not. They have added new ones in, and I would recommend going on their website and getting some of their blushes. Makeup Geek is the company, sorry. When they're having like a bundle deal, because that's how I got like just a bunch of different shades. Unless you only have one kind of shade that you like, then you can just get one. But I really like mixing it up. And I like a lot of blush. Just putting that out there. I know it's a lot of blush and I like it. Not seeking help for it. My blush addiction. Okay, now I'm gonna go into my Cheekathon. This is from Benefit. This is this palette. There was a brush there, I took it out. And I'm just gonna use a little bit of Hoola. Actually, I'm gonna use Dallas and Hoola. Like, Dallas is technically a blush, but it's a little bit more cool toned. And to me, for my skin tone, it can be like a contour shade. So that is what I'm using it for. I do not do heavy contouring. I might do a contouring video at some point where I do contour more. I definitely do not necessarily contour my nose. I just like to warm it up a little bit. Because I feel like I have a tiny nose as is. I really like the Hoola mixed with this Dandelion shade. Dandelion is this one right here. And it's supposed to be a blush, but do you see how for my skin tone it could be a contour shade? I don't really do under here. Maybe I'll do a little. Eventually I might, but as I'm losing weight, I feel like it casts a shadow, and I feel like it makes it look worse if I add contour to it. So, all right, now we're gonna go into another favorite of mine from Trading Mekka, which is their highlighter palette, and it looks like this. This is the Glowing Goddess highlighter palette. This does not have a mirror, but I love these shades. I especially love the pink ones and this one right here. I love all of them, and I use them as eyeshadows. I use them as I almost took foundation and tried to spray my face with it. That would have been fun. And I like using them as eyeshadows, inner corner highlights, and highlighters on my face. I am addicted to highlighters, and I'm also not seeking help for that. But I don't know what it is. I just love highlighters. So I'm going into the first two shades, which is Playful and Royalty, and that's the pink shades. I love it. I probably could have gone in with one of the golden ones since my eyes are more neutral, but that's okay. No rules in makeup. I like to put a little on my forehead, my cheeks, my nose. Sometimes I like to really Rudolph up the tip of my nose. Sometimes I don't. My hubby does not like when I Rudolph up my nose. Sometimes I'll listen to them, sometimes I don't, because it's my face. So, alright, so now I'm going to go in with liner. I know what I want to use for liner. I always don't think about something, you know what I mean? I always forget. It's like I always forget one step in my routine, like preparing for it, and then I'm like, well, crap, what am I going to use? I'll just use black. Alright, so we're going to use black in the waterline. We're going to use the black shade from Obsessive OCC Cosmetics. Oh, you guys, the struggle is real. I'm so upset that they seem to not exist anymore. Are they coming back? Anybody know? OCC Cosmetics has been a company for a really long time, and they have, you know, affordable pencils that you can use anywhere. I have a friend who does cosplay that uses them a lot, and recently they had a lawsuit with Sephora, and then they were just disappeared. Like literally their social media accounts were gone, their website was gone. I don't know, but it makes me really sad because I really love their pencils, and Sebastian is my favorite lip liner, and I don't know what I'm gonna do when I run out. I only bought one backup because I didn't know they were gonna disappear on me. Alright, so I'm just putting the purple on the lower lash line and smudging it out. I'm going nice and slow because I didn't think about the fallout. And I'm using a fluffier brush. Normally I would use a tighter brush in order to do this. This looks kind of like my LSU look that I did for the barbecue I went to, but a little bit different and with glitter. So I'm gonna switch it up just a hair. I'm gonna use the Milani Hypnotic Lights in the shade Luster Light. These have really become my favorite. I actually like them even better than I like the Stila Magnificent Metals. I don't know why, I just do. I never thought I would like anything more than them, but oh gosh, stunning, 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 stunning. And if you don't want to spend $24 on a color, like this one reminds me of Wanderlust from Stila, because it's like that champagne goodness, like goldy champagne goodness, but with like pink and gold sparkles. Yeah, that just amped it up nicely. And then I'm just gonna take that shade, that brush that I had the purple, and I'm just gonna feather that in so that there's no harsh line. There we go. Add a little more highlight. I feel like I could never have enough. Alright, now we're going to go in with, first I'm going to do my Volumazing from Revlon, then I'm going to go in with my Total Temptation on top. I like mixing mascaras sometimes just to get that extra oomph. Although this Revlon one doesn't need it, because it's amazing. Volumazing is the perfect name for it because it gives volume and it is amazing. And let me just, a side note, let me just add, okay, I just got hollow under my eye. There we go. Let me just add a side note that this mascara lasts all day. Keeps my lashes looking nice all day. And when I take it off at night, it does not take an hour to freaking remove it. Like, I find that a lot of mascaras just don't want to come off when I take off my mascara. But my goodness. This one just comes right off. But it doesn't come off when it shouldn't either. Like I said, it lasts all day through sweat, even through crying. I was watching a movie and I was wearing it and I teared up and I thought, oh, there goes my mascara. But it didn't. But then, like I said, when I want to take it off, it comes right off. Which I love. Alright, now I got... There we go. Alright. Lips, and we're done. So I'm going to take the... hold on. Let me actually... I was going to use that, but I did that yesterday, so I kind of want to do something different. Just need my lip pencil. Yeah. So I'm going to use Sebastian, which is my favorite lip pencil. I'm going to use Coffees and Cream, I think is what it's called. Yeah, from Catrice. It's a brand sold at Ulta. And then I'm going to top it with the Maybelline Hot Vivid Laquer. In the shade Tease, which I really like the Hot Vivid Liquors. That's what I almost said. Hot Vivid Liquors. I want to test and see if the foundation on my lips thing works with regular lipstick as well, or only with liquid lipstick. So, even though it's painful for me, I'm going to just leave it on. Oh, and Kisses Down Low, where are you? I didn't see you yesterday. I miss you. Come back. I like these lipsticks because they're very glossy on their own. I technically wouldn't even need a gloss, but I like the Hot Vivid Lacquers because they're pigmented and they last a while and they give that true like glossy look. And smell. I could smell it all day. I think it's just a really pretty neutral color combo. Now I'm going to go in with my Rimmel setting spray. My hair is getting to the point where I can't stand the fading, so maybe soon we'll do a hair color video. I don't know if I'll do it this time or the next time I color. We'll see. I know it still looks vibrant in like certain areas, but like here it's faded and the roots are coming in and it drives me nuts. I can't stand it. So I might, yesterday's video, oh my gosh, my hair looked like a lion's mane. It was like crazy. I decided to let it dry naturally and then use texturizing spray, and I was like, what did I do when I went back and watched the video? Anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for supporting my crazy makeup ways and for supporting me, for loving me. I love you guys too. Thank you for watching this video. If you're interested in trading Mekka, please do check them out. They are a really awesome brand, not just makeup wise, but people wise. And I do really love them. I wouldn't promote anything that I don't love. So I will say I love this palette. It's nice if you like neutrals. I think the other one will be more up my alley. I do like the look I created with it though. I like it, and the eyeshadows performed really well. The Beta palette will always remain my favorite though, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.